Alright. There it goes. I don't know if anybody else's OBS does this, but whenever I click start stream, my OBS just it like waits 10 seconds before it responds. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It just like doesn't do it at first. Anyways. Yeah, Nate, you beat me to the... You asked, like, as I was clicking start stream, I saw on the Discord, I was like, oh, good timing. Or bad, depending on how you look at it. I'm getting better at that. I can do that first try most of the time now. That dude's just gone. What do I want for Christmas? I don't know. I don't... Wait, where did the guy go? Where is he gone? Oh, he just got run over. The game did not care. If I get hit while the train... If I'm doing that, I'm assuming I'll just die. God, come back. There we go. You just fucking leave him. I don't know, I guess let's find out. Oh, well, this looks good. You just kind of got left over there. Like, the train moves really slow unless you're trying to actually catch it. That's just the theory I have. It has like a desire sensor for when you want to get close, it moves faster. But if you're just waiting for it for 10 years... Oh! How did that not save him? I was grabbing him. I thought I was doing a super sick save there, but alas. There's one thing I want to show off before we start. If I can find it. What? It's just not here. Where did I save it to? Oh no, that was just OBS lying to me. Okay. Good to know. OBS just doesn't want to recognize that I saved a picture. I don't know why. Fuck your balloon. Ellis Island in general is just a little unfinished, I guess. I think the file format it saved it in was really weird for some reason. I think that's why. If I just make it a ping, will it work still? I think it did. Alright, so Art from the Night on Twitter drew me the first Slyfincleton fan art. Look at that. I just got this the other day. You just tweeted it at me. So, just wanted to show that off. I thought that was kind of neat. Felt it deserved to get shown off. I've never gotten fan art before. So, it was pretty cool too. Really well done. I guess he drew it like while watching the stream, which is kind of neat. Yeah, it's really cool. Alright. Where... Wait, am I on the... I'm on the wrong save file, I think. Fan art once when you were 10. Yeah, it took me a little bit longer, but... That's... I feel like that should be... I don't know. Just put it there for... while I get set up. Oh, I didn't even start live split. I'm like not prepared for this. Come on, live split. I feel like live split calls RNG for how long it should take to start up. Sometimes it goes up right away, and sometimes I have to wait a minute. Oh, so you made it, Baron. Okay. I did not put two and two together that was... I was like, you said you were watching the stream. I'm like looking at the Twitter handle. I'm like, is this the same? Who's this? Put it vertical. I feel like it could look good vertical. I don't know. I might just like... What if I just do like... that? Wear makeup. Looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. Makeup looks good. Images on... yeah. I'm trying to think of a way to make it net... because I don't want it to like... Ooh, how about this? It could like be just the timer. Yeah, it looks kind of good, doesn't it? I feel like there's a little bit of image overload going on, but other than that... Yeah, thank you, Baron. I'll keep this on for a little bit. Keep it on the layout with Mountain Dew Rhino. It's like I'm putting it on the fridge, you know what I mean? Like,
Peter.
okay, well, I was gonna say maybe we can get a first try, but... Oh boy, 9 p.m. Yeah, I did start a little bit later. I've been starting closer to 9:30 lately. I don't know. Feels like the time just goes by faster these days, and before I know it, I'm like, oh shit, if I need to stream, I need to start right now. Rich has many artifacts. Yeah. Somewhere deep buried in my live split layout is that deep fried Sonic image too.
Peter.
I don't even remember where the deep fried Sonic came from either. It's just kind of there now. Alright, we got through it. I've kind of reached the point where I just want to get through date 1. I'll take a 12 if I have to now. There was like a bit there where I was ready to... I only wanted 11s. But now I just want to get through it. I got a glide? Well, I was so far left and up there. I'm surprised that got a glide. Oh, well, rip.
Better change while no one is around.
Has Nate finally found somebody to commission?
Look, it's Spider-Man.
wake up time for your speed dating. Sometimes it's like that. No, sometimes, you know, I'll be like working on something else and I'll just be like, oh shit, I need to stream. Or like, you know, not that I need to stream, but like if I'm gonna stream, I need to set it up soon. Because, you know, I don't want to be streaming until like 3, 4 in the morning or anything. So it's just like, I have kind of a narrow window
Peter.
for it to work. I don't really like to stream during the day. I don't know. That did not work. Getting spicy in the Spider-Man 2 speedrunning community. Yeah, Easy Swing's good now. If you asked me if Easy Swing was ever going to be good in like 2016, I would have said not really. The Avengers game. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the Avengers game. The Avengers game was one of those things where it's like it was announced and it looked kind of neat, and then it just kind of launched. And like a month later, I realized that it was out, and I was like, oh. And then I checked up on it, and it's like just a grind fest, I guess. Stop the thieves! Why do y'all keep robbing this place?
Uh-oh, trouble.
Well, what have we here?
But can I not activate it because I'm in a mission? Oh, there we go. I have not tried combos with Easy Swing.
Peter.
Because I'm kind of waiting for when I'm done with this so that I can just kind of come back to any percent and really start learning the new strats. But until then, I'm just... This is what I'm doing. Hey, Kale. We are back again. Going for this sub 5. It's gonna happen, I swear. Oh, come on. That would be something I would definitely fix, is I feel like it just sucks when you're, like, you hit that specific spot where you're close enough to touch, to activate the animation for touching the icon, but not close enough to actually activate it. Today's the day, I can feel it. Nice overlay, thanks. Yeah, Baron here in chat drew that. Not the Mountain Dew Rhino, but the other one. Ah, shit. I feel like I've sacrificed the simplicity of my layout a little bit, but it's fine every once in a while.
Peter, I waited.
Well, that swing could have gone better, not gonna lie. Same there. Yeah. So I think Nick's an artist too, right? So we got like all kinds of artists in here. The only art I'm semi-competent at is pixel art. It's weird. I like cannot draw. If you hand me a pencil, I can't draw a circle, but I've somehow figured out how to do pixel art. I feel like I'm like cheesing my way to do it every time, but it counts.
Peter.
I have made lots of pixelated doors, yes. That's like been my week. Because the game I'm trying to make has a 3D, it's like a 3D pixel art perspective with like a fixed camera is the idea. Which means that every fucking door in the game has to be drawn from the angle that you would be seeing it at, instead of just having like one door sprite. And that was a mistake. Can I make this work? Oh. No. Yeah. Something that I've considered making a couple videos on is like how to do pixel art if you don't know how to draw. Because I feel like that would have helped me when I was starting. Not that I'm like great at it or anything, but I feel like I've learned some like you can kind of cheese pixel art in some ways almost. I don't know, it's weird. There's like a couple just little tricks that you can kind of just spam to make to make up for, I don't know, your lack of talent. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, you got some tech. Lately I've just been spamming gradients and noise filters.
Peter.
That just like adds so much texture. Yeah, I don't like that. Make the pixelated door curvy and you have a waifu. There's definitely door waifus. I'm not even gonna pretend to think that there isn't like that there's not door waifus. Just personified doors. I would say you're not a disappointment if you played Spider-Man 3 first.
Peter.
You do you. Yeah, bad start. Yeah, I mean, I would say this is kind of true for getting good at anything. Like, half of getting good at almost anything is finding the cheese. You know what I mean? It's like, it's finding ways to make the hard things easier. Like, if you know, people that don't know anything about speedruns, it's like their brains have this assumption, I feel sometimes, where it's like, holy shit, this person just is that good. When really it's just like, no, this person has just uses like 3 or 4 techniques over and over again. Like, they got good at a few, you know, fundamental things, and then the rest is just them cheesing the game in a fun way.
Peter.
Many doors. Rolf, comma, legend. Many doors, yes, Ed boy? Yeah, I mean, some things are always going to be hard, but that's why it's important to minimize the amount of time you have to spend learning other things when you can just cheese them. Yeah. Pixel art's weird. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like it's harder and easier than actually drawing. Because it's like, it's more simple. So I guess, but there's also just, it works different. I don't know. Nerd combos, yeah, nerd combos are just like hard. That is a good example. I would say swinging is also, you know, like you can't really cheese swinging for the most part in this game. You just kind of got to get good at it. There's no replacement for hours there. Kind of like the graphic design of making characters. Maybe. The way that I see it as most different is like you change like 1 pixel in pixel art and it just has a whole different vibe. It's also like the things that you don't make details for. Like a character with 2 dots for eyes in pixel art looks super goofy, but if you just draw like shade over their eyes instead, they look kind of sinister or, yeah, I don't know, depressed, depending on how it goes. And that's like a 3 pixel difference.
Peter.
Well, there goes that. I thought that one was good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that one was working, but I think I was just a little bit too late. Or maybe early. Can always do it in practice. There's no issue there. I feel like I walk forward too much during the actual runs. Like I start like here instead of back here, when really I should just be like here. The jank parts of this game is pretty charming. Yeah. There's so many like little glitches and weird stuff. Alright, I guess I'm that desperate. I'm taking the 13. Not that 13, though. Not with that bonk. Maybe I should do another no reset. So I gotta stop fucking up on date 6. So, could use the practice. About to hit 500 runs today.
Peter.
You got spiders? What kind of spiders are they? I know people keep tarantulas. I don't know if there's... I do not know about the world of spider owning. That pole bonk destroyed me. That swing was going right to the door. It just yeeted me. Resetting via waiting out the timer is actually a smidge slower. I guess it probably depends on like how far into date 1 you are, right? If it's just a smidge. Either way, it's also more relaxing, I don't know. If I load the game, I have to like pay attention to menus and I can't practice, and that is interesting. Yellow garden spider.
Peter.
A couple people have called me getting it tonight, so I hope I can live up to that. It's not gonna do, not like that. I can't. That's just gonna happen sometimes, I think. The further I got into last stream, the higher my consistency was with that swing, so I'm hoping I can keep that up. Need the sub 5, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't say it's not been a grind, right? No, nobody can say it's not been a grind.
Peter.
Nice. You know, Nate, I read that message and I read the message before the name, so I was like, is somebody shit talking Nate even though they're totally right? It's like, I'm the only one who gets to do that. That was like the only angle that could have worked off that swing. Holy shit. I'm continuing the run just because of that. Mary Jane percent has to be the most hardcore category now. It's, I mean, it's just weird because it's shorter, right? Like, I would not say that it's as optimized, like, relatively, compared to, like, any percent or pizza percent or something, but... It is, like, you have to be good, for sure.
Peter, I waited.
Like, maybe it's the more optimized objectively, but, you know, thinking about it in consideration of its time, it's not really, I guess. You know what, I might make my cutoff 6 seconds, because I almost came back from a 5-second loss the other day. Where the fuck am I? Scrub web zip. Also, I think I'm just gonna finish this run no matter what. Oh, holy shit! That was like I did like the task go through the trees there, and then the pole just like perfectly yeeted me. I don't think I could do that off a pole again if I tried. You lose many runs over small mistakes. Yeah. It does give it a different vibe, where it's like any other category, you know, you just kind of brush off losing a second or two from movement, but here it's like I'm not actually going to finish this run because of that, even though I said I was gonna. Yeah, sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes you just bump into stuff. You get a little bit off course, and then... Especially in an area like this where there's fucking poles and trees everywhere. It's hard.
Peter.
That was somehow a 12. What game would my evil twin run? Spider-Man 2 PC probably, right? %. Oh yeah, can't get enough of it. My evil twin just loves grinding for boat missions for 3 hours. I'll still do it eventually. It's gonna happen eventually.
Peter.
That was weird. Thought I could make it work, but my momentum just fucking died there. My Dinkleton's been pretty good. You could be my Finkleton any day. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that probably would be my evil twin's favorite game. It's the minimum height you can kill yourself. I'm not sure. Probably somewhere around halfway up the Empire State Building, I guess. A little bit higher, maybe. Roof looks good. I haven't checked the roof today, you know. Just roof inspector. $50 meters, that sounds about right. No termites. They only had one spider on the roof when I was there, too. I mean, I heard the TSM2 game is not that bad. I don't really know anything about it other than the voice actor for Spider-Man. That's literally the only... in that it's open world, but I've heard that it's okay.
Peter.
Why am I doing that now? Where did that come from in the muscle memory? I think I'm not going... like, I'm not walking far enough now, so I'm accidentally swinging on this building here. Which was, like, the original plan, was to swing here and go over, but it's really hard to rough. Really hard to rough, yes. Hard to do. Charge jump. I still... the charge jump is one of the best things about this game. It really puts it all together for me. You go so far, and it sets up so good for so many things. Just makes the game so much better. I feel like not enough games do charge jumps in the same way.
Peter.
I've been playing Jump King recently, and that game has a pretty cool charge jump, even if it is kind of annoying sometimes when you fall in that game. Still a pretty cool game.
If you only knew.
It's like getting over it, but fun. It's gonna be a weird glide, but... dang, green 0.0 again there? I'll take that. Mighty 3 nerfed the charge jump. Yeah, it kind of nerfed everything, to be honest. Jump King, is that a Burger King game? Dang. It would have been a good idea if Burger King, you know, would ever sponsor anything. Yeah, that would have been a good one. I knew that fucking water tower was gonna shit on me.
Peter, I waited.
Yeah, I guess they'll keep going. Jump King sounds like a high school nickname. It kind of does. That swing was almost godlike. Okay, well, we're kind of back in it. If Burger King's so good, why haven't they made Burger King 2? They made a Krusty Krab 2. Where's Burger King 2? Who put that pole there? Who put that pole there? I bet it was the same person. Put both those poles there. That was like almost a really good setup, and then kind of wasn't. Okay, well, I guess I'll finish out the run. Give me that glide. Tiniest little swing in the world, and yet it was still godlike. I'm really happy with that swing. Actually, that movement back was just good in general. This isn't gonna do it, but I might save some time anyways. Okay, not now, though. Wow. Well, I got nothing to say about that. What just happened? Well, it's a finished run.
All the world is my dressing room.
Hey, you made it.
Still feeling better about the route back from date 5. I think it's getting there. Oh no, Ken. I let Jesus take the wheel. He's just a bad driver. He's used to driving his Honda Civic, not Spider-Man.
Peter.
Well, the good thing about that swing is it yeets me right back where I started. I can practice some more. I honestly feel like that movement is the best. It's just I can't set that one up as easily, so I don't ever go for it. It just kind of happens sometimes. But you miss not much. I finished a run. It was okay.
Peter.
I feel like I never do this in practice. Stop the thieves.
Surprise! Happy to see me?
It's just 4 of the same guy. Just trying to despawn them. There we go. Run 500. Oh yeah, this one's got to be good.
Peter.
It's definitely not just gonna mess up the swing at the start. Alright, run 500 lives, I guess? Sure. Even though that first swing sucked, I just somehow made it work. Oh, that's not right. Can you imagine? Oh, come on. Ooh. Oh, it wasn't even rendered, bro. Fucking water tower. I hate that. That might be the worst placed water tower in the game. Water tower has feelings. I hope they're all bad ones. I hope that that water tower only has bad feelings. It's just upset. Yeah. Friendship ended with water. I don't even know if that is a water tower. I just call them that. I don't actually know what those are supposed to be. Cannot believe that wasn't a bonk. Dang. I mean, this isn't bad.
About to change.
Spidey, you the man.
You the woman?
Peter.
Do we believe? I don't know if we believe, but we're, you know, maybe we're a little agnostic about this one. We don't know yet. Nice. Thought that wasn't gonna glide. That little fucking fire escape destroyed me. That angle was good until I bonked there. Nah, it's not gonna do it. But it'll be a close one. 503. Dang.
Peter, I'm so happy you made it.
Hey, MJ.
Hey, MJ. That damn water tower probably lost about a second, so it wasn't all the water tower. But I think if you remove the water tower and the... What was it? The fire escape bonk. I think if you remove both of those, that's a sub 5. I could be wrong, but it would be really close for sure. Because it was like I was set to line myself up with the building, and the angle was gonna barely work to set me up to glide over the trees to go back to MJ's house. And then, and then I bonked off the fire escape, which made me go further to the right. That probably lost like 2 seconds, at least. I'm all about losing runs to helicopters. Yeah, I feel like you can't really be mad if you lose a run to a helicopter. It's just, you just kind of got fucked by nature there. Like, it's time to talk ranch. Is this just my life now? I just go online and I talk about ranch in front of people. God, hopefully that's my headphones are making terrible noises, and I hope it's not coming to the stream. I think it's just the headphones though. Helicopters are natural, yeah. They're just a, you know, as species we have like a codependent relationship. Yeah, I really wanted the last ranch run. I wanted to get back-to-back ranch PBs, but it didn't quite work out.
Peter.
Well, I tried. A symbiotic relationship. Well, a symbiotic means like one is... Right, this is what this means? Or that's parasitic. Symbiotic, yeah, means that both people get something out of it, but parasitic is when only one person or one species or whatever is getting benefits and the other one is just getting fucked up. So I guess it's kind of weird to just call like a species or, you know, an alien life form a symbiote in general, because, you know, symbiote like defines a relationship, right? Not like a thing. God, what? My headphones need to shut up. They're giving me like weird feedback noises. I figured it out.
Peter.
How is that not it? I felt like that was perfect. They can't survive very long without a bond. Oh, so it's like they need to be symbiotes or they'll die. They just turn into like black pudding and just and then you just have to be a D&D monster for the rest of your life. I think that's a D&D monster. Maybe that's a Final Fantasy monster. Maybe it's both. I don't know. The symbiotes isn't the name of themselves. I don't know, they call them that in Spider-Man 2000, which I think is the most official lore. So, I don't know. That backup swing was like perfect. That would have been like a 14 or something if it was any other swing. Getting like a good swing back to Mary Jane's door, I think, is probably the most underrated part of this category. Or at least in my head, like I don't consider it that important, but then I think about it and it's like I lose so much time just waiting to fly down to MJ's door to interact with it. I guess I'll continue.
Now's my chance to change real quick.
No one controlled this. Yeah, I remember that line. Is a symbiote god? What? They have religion? Alright, this is the one I'm going over. Why did I think that would work? I don't know. It's not that bad, even if it doesn't. I just want it to work one time.
Peter, I waited.
How did I not save time there? I felt like that movement was so sick. Simbi goat. Yeah. He's getting an action figure. So is the symbiote god real in, you know, in the context of the Marvel universe? Does it actually exist? Or is it just like they worship this god, but you know, who knows if it exists? He's real. That's kind of badass.
Peter.
Okay. Somehow that almost worked. Yeah, I guess being a god in the Marvel universe isn't, you know, it's not like it doesn't hold, I feel like it doesn't hold as much weight as in like a lot of universes. Like it's like, holy shit, this guy's a god. Yeah, he just like tied with guy in metal suit. But he's still a god. The symbiote planet wasn't a planet, it was just a prison to keep the god captured because he was a bad boy. If I were designing the symbiote planet, you know what I would do? The planet is a symbiote. Like it's just the planet is just a big dense ball of symbiote goop. And it just like crashes into planets to take them over. And assimilate them into the goop. Symbiote balls, yes. Even Hulk is a god now. I mean, Hulk's one of those characters that I like never understand how strong he's supposed to be. I feel like in every, you know, interpretation of Hulk, he's just like you can go from like Hulk can lose to Captain America to like Hulk cannot possibly ever die. He can survive 10 nukes being dropped on him, and that will actually make him stronger. Like you throw him into the center of the sun and he just punches the sun to death.
Peter.
Immortal Hulk. I feel like I've heard of that. I have a practice success rate of the first swing of like 80 to 90%, and it's like 50% in runs. But I feel like Spider-Man's a little bit like that too. Like sometimes Spider-Man, it feels like is just some guy who can shot web, and like he's like barely stronger than the average guy. And then you get like kind of medium scale, I guess, like in the in this game where they're like, yeah, you can bench 10 tons. And then it's like, oh, Spider-Man can beat the Hulk. Like he can just outpunch the Hulk. And he can like tank bullets from sniper rifles and stuff. I'd probably put Tom Holland Spider-Man in kind of in that middle zone too, because you know he held the ship together. But like there are definitely interpretations of Spider-Man who would just like fucking, you know, it'd be time to like stop the train and they would just hold out their hand and stop it.
Peter.
And then didn't, I don't know, I think I read about this one time on the internet, or maybe somebody in chat brought it up, but Spider-Man just like becomes a god in one of the comics. He just like gets the powers to control the universe. I don't know. It was like a crossover with something, I can't remember.
No, you the man.
I think that's where the one suit where it's like galactical Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2000. I think that's where that came from too. The comic Spider-Man's grip on walls cannot be broken. I mean, climbing on walls, that's his thing, right? Raid bug spray. Spidey's dead hand. Raid bug spray can kill Spider-Man, confirmed.
Peter.
Yeah, next you're gonna be telling me like, oh yeah, you can just crush Spider-Man with like a tissue. You know, just it's like, ah shit, Spider-Man's in the bathroom again. All right, I'll get the tissue. Let me just crush him. Or if you're nice, you let him outside. Where's my glide? I felt like that was perfect setup, and I just did not. My glide was stolen. Electro is the only one who can stop wall crawling because apparently they have static powers. Wait, so Spider-Man clings to walls with like static electricity? Like he just uses friction? I thought he had the little, you know, in the Toby films, he has the little, that one gross shot of the little mini hooks that are just growing out of his hand. I thought that was how he clung, and like all the time. Looks fake though. Damn. That picture does look a little photoshopped, but it might also just, I don't know. It was early 2000s. So who knows if that was just how it looked. Dang, I did not know it was just friction. I thought he just had little... I was living in my nice innocent fantasy world where where all Spider-Men use the little hooks. they just use little hooks and they just have little microscopic claws that dig into the walls every time.
Peter.
Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a chance.
He and stingers. Yeah, he should have. Spider-Man should be able to bite people and inject poison in them. Honestly, that'd be kind of sick. Why can't he inject poison? I feel like that's like the thing that most people know spiders for. Thinking of snakes. What? You can't be both? Sorry, I forgot. The Black Widow just bites people really hard, and that's why they die from it. And my mistake. New Spider-Man fan film. I feel like somebody brought that up the other day. I haven't seen it.
If you only knew.
Peter.
The setup for that was good. I just did it too early. He is indeed Bug. What was it? Spiders Man? I hope we get to see Spiders Man in Spider-Verse 2.
Peter.
I cannot believe that one didn't work. I swear that was good. I think I'm just too far left for that, maybe? I need to, like... Yeah, it works more often if you're, like, right next to the building there, but that's harder to set up. I would say I'm glad, like, I was gonna say, like, oh wow, I'm glad that this really hard strat is right at the beginning of the run, but let's be honest, if any other date started the run, like, if we started the run on date 2 or, you know, whatever, we would find some impossibly hard strat for that too, that I would never go for, normally. Just because it's at the beginning of the run.
Peter.
I was gonna count that if it, I was gonna let that continue if that worked. Yeah, I feel like it is an interesting dichotomy when you're watching a speedrun and you're just playing the game casually, like, oh. Black and white ad wearing sneakers. So somebody in the chat definitely knows this, right? Like what does Spider-Man just wear shoes and put like the spandex over the shoes, or what's going on there? Because I feel like that would just destroy the suit. I don't know. Hero Punch is quite good.
Peter.
Hard bone saws Taylor. That makes sense. Leggings are stirrups. I'm gonna be real, I don't know what that means. Okay, that was the glide somehow. Yeah, I really wanted that to continue, but that's not good. The soles on his boots are pretty thin. Oh, yeah. I never thought about, like, being able to... Yeah. He has to, like, stick through... So, the little hooks on his hands have to be able to go through the suit, too. Because obviously that's how it works in every continuity. They have a strap under his foot. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Take his shoes off to climb. That's kind of funny. Are there any Spider-Man continuities where, like, just any part of his body can stick? You know what I mean? Or you could just be like, ah, shit, and just stick to something with, like, his back. Or his cheek. Any of his cheeks. Better stickum powers. Stick to a wall from just his back. I feel like he should be able, like, if he can stick on both his hands and his feet, why? I feel like he should be able to stick anywhere. Maybe it's not as strong on any other places because there's less pores or whatever, but I feel like he should just be able to stick. Good old deal with Satan. After he turned into a spider and gave birth to himself. You know what? At this point, I'm just like, yep, okay, that sounds right. Like, sure, why not? I'm sure that happened at some point. Do I like the organic webbing or him making his web shooter? I honestly don't think there's a right answer there. Or wait, what was it? I had an idea that was like a mixture of them. I don't think anybody's done this, but like I want them to do it so that his webbing is organic, but like it's not very honed. Like, you know, you could just like make a web and it would take a while or something. But then he makes shooters that like focus it. I'm fucking helicoptered. So he would like make these mechanical shooters that like focus his webs so that he still has the aspect of being a smart boy, but it doesn't feel like he's just is missing a superpower. I want them to do it like that. I cannot believe I got helicoptered there. Yeah, I don't think one is necessarily better than the other though. Like, organic webbing is really cool because obviously it is. Like, he just is like has a cool superpower now. And it is really thematic and makes sense. And it kind of feels like it should be a superpower because he's, you know, Spider-Man. But then the actual web shooters let him show off that he's smart, so that's also cool. Body modification. I mean, I guess. I just figured it'd just be like a, you know, like a very advanced nozzle or funnel or whatever that just like, you know, like a hose, like a garden hose. You know, if you just have the hose on, the water comes out and, you know, it kind of pretty wide stream. But I will get past date 1 when I'm good and ready. But if you put like the special head on the water hose, it can like focus it and make it a really strong spray. I don't know why I'm messing that up, man. I feel like I'm going insane. Yeah, that's kind of how I also feel that a little bit about the technology is it's just like, why doesn't, if he's like, if Peter made these special web shooters in like his 10th grade science classroom with cheap material because he's poor, he should just like either turn that into a product or just like give that to people that he trusts all the time. You know how like Iron Man gave it, I don't know, maybe he only does this in the movies, but you know, he gave his wife the suit.
Peter.
It just seemed like a reasonable thing to spread around, you know? So I don't know.
Better change while no one is around.
Yeah, you can see some of the web shooters in the scene. It's kind of neat. Is there a comic where he has organic webbing? I think there was a comic tie-in to the Raimi films, so probably that. I'm not imagining that, I think. I think for the most part, yeah. I was surprised because I thought that organic webbing was the standard, but I guess it's not.
Man, he came out of nowhere.
Peter.
Or 59, we'll see. Not free.
The wind sling.
Okay. The run lives somehow. Yeah, I've just chosen not to pry into the... I've definitely heard about the turning into a spider and giving birth to himself, and I've just chosen not to pry into that or worry about it. My brain just isn't... It's just like, alright, yep, sure. Sounds good. He is his own father. I think that's how it works, yeah.
Peter.
Still 12. I think my brain has finally remembered the muscle memory for that. After all this time. Feels like every time I pick this up again, I have to like re-remember how that swing works. I like how Ultimate Spider-Man did it with the, what was it? Venom just kind of like elongates his arm to swing. He just has like a really long gooey arm for a second and then just yeets himself with it. But I feel like I've seen things where Venom will just kind of have webbing for some reason. Like, I think he did in Spider-Man 2000. He just kind of has webbing. I don't know if there's a reason for that.
If you only knew.
Does that cutscene get skipped faster than normal? Or am I just imagining that? Either way, that movement definitely got rid of anything that did. wasn't paying attention. The cutscene just felt like it didn't last longer than it should have. Like, it just felt like I just pressed the button and then I kept going.
Peter.
Plus 0.0. I know. Breaking even on your time save split kinda sucks in GL. But the run continues. Wow, that was supposed to be hit swing. Not a missed one. Oh, the bonk of the best bonk you've ever seen in your entire life. The rest of this movement has been pretty trash, though. I have not seen either of the Venom movies. Yeah, that bonk might have been in like the top 10 bonks. Top 10 video game bonks. Number 1. Yeah, I swear I will never do that voice again. Oh. Date 5 has decent time save. Let's see. Let's see. Date 5, the segment time is 1:30 and my best is a 1:27.98. So, according to my splits, I can save 2 seconds there, but I think it's probably closer. I can save it. I can definitely save more there than my gold. God, just low effort top 10 lists. Like,
Peter.
they set it up in like the thing that bothers me about a lot of those is they set it up in like the most boring way possible. Like, if you were to make a top 10 video game bonks video, they'd probably start at like, many video games have bonking mechanics. Some of them are good. Here's the top 10 video game bonks. And it's like, okay, could you possibly have worded that in a less interesting way? Yeah, it's like, it feels like I'm listening to like a school presentation from like a guy who really doesn't want to be there and was hoping that like the class with presentations would take long enough that he wouldn't have to go today, and he's just like, ah, fuck, alright. Is Watch Mojo still around? I feel like I think I've like got them blocked on everything, so they just stopped existing to me like years ago. What is happening? We are playing Spider-Man fast. Smosh. Yeah.
Peter.
I mean, I was there when they were big, and I watched the videos for a while, but for a while it wasn't the same. Might have just been me not being a small child anymore, I don't know. Yeah, not recommend channel is one of the best things that YouTube's introduced. Are you allowed to shill? Depends what it is. The answer's probably not. Just keep it somewhat chill. You can recommend things, but like I said, we don't do it for free here. If Burger King wants me to promote them, they gotta call. And don't call though, because again, I won't pick up. But just like text me or something. How did that know? I swear that should work. I cannot think of how that wouldn't work. You are allowed to chill. I just did the exact same thing, except that time I got the glide. I don't understand. I don't know what I did different that time. I should just try to react to that swing and get another glide, like, if it happens. Didn't they just put out the other Venom movie, and I feel like I've heard people say that it's either really good or really bad, just depending on your mindset. I don't know. I've gotten that plus 0.3 second 11 time a lot. That's the shillin' we're talking about. Not allowed even. Yeah, I need to ban myself. I thought that could have maybe worked back up, though. Nope. Both the glide, the original glide, and the backup are really close to working. Bitcoin mine. How does that even work? I just look at you're using my CPU to mine Bitcoin. I'm like, fuck, it's cooking mama all over again.
Peter.
There.
Peter.
It's the same 0.311. The same one every time. I've gotten that time like 10 times today. Not that it's bad. Any 11's a good 11, as far as I'm concerned. Wow, that was bad. I didn't even get a glide out of that. Wait, is Carnage's name Cletus? If so, that's incredible. What happened to me? What do you mean? I'm just messing up some of the hardest movement bits in any of the like this game's history, that's all. Yeah. Sometimes the success rate, I mean the success rate on both of these things is not great. I on a good day like a quarter of runs are getting past date 2. I don't know. I feel like I agree. I haven't been playing amazing, but I think it's getting better. I'm getting there. And you know, what's the phrase? It's the regression before the progression. Anybody ever get that where, you know, you're trying to learn something that's really hard and you just can't get it? And right before you get it, you just start to play, you play bad for a while. And then right after, when you've accepted that you're just bad now, is when you get it to work.
Peter.
Two rhinos shall be drawn. Wish I could do that more often in runs. We have fun here.
Back at ya.
Peter.
Not the average Toby 2 streamer. Sometimes I go into like a random Spider-Man 2 stream that I'm just like lurking, and it's just like the you never know what you're getting into when you go into some random Twitch stream. I feel like there's just always like they always do everything but play the game. I don't know. I go in there and somebody's running like a quiz show or something. I'm like, what? But there's just Spider-Man 2 in the background. Where's my glide? What? Okay, I wanted to swing on the tree. I don't know how Spider-Man got this building instead of this tree, but... Well, I don't mind them doing that. It's just, I don't know. Especially just going to these casual streams, and it's just like... Somebody's got like the game saturation like cranked all the way up, so it's just like they've nuked the game. They've got like no audio and they're just playing like random music in the background. Their mic's super quiet. I kind of like starting from here now. I feel like if I start from here and like walk forward, kind of sets it up better. Doesn't work if I roll like that though. That does not work at all if I roll like that. Why does that roll sometimes? I literally just walk up and I touch the thing, and then after the cutscene, Spider-Man rolls. I didn't set one up at all. Persona has a door waifu? Of course it does. I feel like with the old Dolphin, you couldn't stop the textures from flickering, but it's gotten better since then.
Peter.
This sucks. I just got the glide, but it was the worst glide of all time. Yeah, it's pretty good these days. Kids got it good these days.
Peter.
Where's my... That time I wanted to swing off the building, but it didn't give it to me. I need to like start... I think I need to start practicing like in the same setup. Like, Or just jump while walking forward and do it the same way every time. You guys actually enjoy this game? Believe it or not, yes. We were playing it ironically. I could very easily insult a game and be like, oh yeah, this is an X game. We actually like our game here, but I'm not gonna do that.
Peter.
I thought that would have been cool if that worked. Yeah, I've been ironically speedrunning Spider-Man 2 for over half a decade. It was all a prank. Isn't that funny? Dolphin good now? Question mark? After all these years?
Peter.
I kind of like that idea. But as of right now, I only want to ever do it as a backup, but Dolphin okay. I kind of agree with Nate from like 20 minutes ago. I would like to get past the first date here one of these days. I'm trying my best. That's a fun one, but the glide gets you no momentum. I think I would even take a 13 here. I'd even take a 13.
Peter.
Struggle path. Oh god, it's a realistic dating experience, isn't it? Half the time you don't get past the first couple dates. If you're lucky. I think if the Xbox emulator keeps getting better, I don't see why it wouldn't be the preferred emulator. I feel like I've been getting better at that glide, though, but I just got to get to it more often. But it's almost like because I've been getting to it less often that I feel like maybe I've gotten worse at it. Like it's like the rest of the game feels more special now that I'm not getting to it as often. I think my standards might be a little too high. I need to like just chill out and just let the runs happen. Like that's still a 12 even. There were like 3 mistakes there. Still a 12. Why do I keep going so high there? Watch this. Nope, that wasn't part of the plan. But that even if I like miss the glide there, I need to do something resembling not going backwards there. Damn YouTube. You could try like hanging back a couple of seconds so it has some buffer. Like just going back a couple seconds in the timer. Sometimes that works. I don't think it's on my part. So I haven't really been dropping frames. And, yeah, YouTube has no complaints, so it's good on my end.
Peter.
Fucking roof. 30 seconds? That's probably 10 seconds. It would be kind of cool to get a 10-second date one, but I'm not sure if that's ever if that's gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen before the sub 5. Oh.
Peter.
Yeah. we take 13s these days. Ask got a 9.7. Yeah. Why do I keep go? I gotta stop going so high there. I don't know where that's coming from, but that just like kills any chances of that working. The worst part of getting good at video games is when you learn bad muscle memory without meaning to. And then you just have to tell it no. To me, that's the hardest part of like getting and staying good at games. Suffering 6 from I'm just too good. And I'm sure that's what I was trying to say. Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
Change while no one is around.
I am so high. Yeah. It's the early 2000s. What else are you gonna do? The internet's not quite there yet. I mean, it's there, but it's not the same. Okay. We're not getting walled by date 1 as much, but now we gotta get past date 2. We just hear Peter go, "Hup!" Right, I clicked load and Peter went, "Hup!" Why did he jump? That like some frame perfect shit I just did on accident? Frame perfect and RNG dependent, probably, because of he doesn't say that every time you jump.
Peter.
Not being behind after date 2 could be me. Imagine if that angle worked. Yeah, the date 1 and date 2 in the last run were just so fucking good. Do I need to practice this again or something? How did I mess up my muscle memory? Sometime in the last like hour, apparently. I don't know. It's just like my setups aren't good. I don't know. I don't know if it's all muscle memory. Because the ideal setup for me is like I want to have 2 swings on the right building before I go for the Date 2 glide. And I want the second swing to like barely hug the wall a little bit so that it like lines me up for the swing. Very cool. There we go.
Peter.
Yeah, when is Mysterio Barrel Tass? I could probably make that one myself, to be honest. It probably wouldn't be that hard. That's like the best glide, but it also makes the rest of it harder. But you go a little bit faster. I think that would be the way to get like a 10-second time there. Just do that really low glide. Play the game up to chapter 9, fair enough.
Peter.
This should be a safe spot to change.
When there's just some guy walking down the street just watching you fall there. The cutscene. Just going through the day. Like, oh, must be going for a lover, not a fighter again. That almost worked. But I missed the swing at the end. We're gonna get through this. I feel like next time I get past Date 2, I'm just gonna pop off. We're just gonna play like a god. Yeah, the Xbox has just a lot of things that the others don't visually.
Peter.
Thanks for the good luck. I have not gotten 10-second. My best time on Date 1... Hang on. Split's thinking about it. There it goes. Is a 11.23. So it's not like it's out of the question. I just need to save 0.2 of a second for my best. But I still feel like it's more likely that I'll get the sub 5 first.
Peter.
Alright, now as customary, I will practice and get it first try in the practice. Yep. I don't know. I feel like I'm subconsciously doing something different in the practice and I don't know what it is. I think I wait more, like before I walk forward, I wait like half a second when I practice. It's like I think that's it. But in runs I just start walking immediately. I mean, out of these splits, I think Date 4 is a big one. I'd say date 4 is the easiest time save. I can pretty consistently save a couple seconds there. Honestly, 5 and 6 a little bit too. And I can save like a second on 3, but 1 and 2 are really, really solid. It's gonna be hard to save time on 1 and 2.
Peter.
I'm just trying to not lose time there. That's a fucking huge glide. I actually don't know what to do with that. It's too big. The answer is I'm going to lose a little bit of time, but could be worse. Am I streaming on Halloween? Probably not. If I do, I don't know if I have a costume. The best I could do is just like put on a hat. I don't know. I have a Luigi hat. That's about it. I don't want to like go out and buy a costume.
Peter, I waited.
We really don't need to bring the accidental web zips into this, right? That's not necessary.
Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a chance.
Go to Party City. I think there is a Party City somewhere in the vicinity of where I live. I respectfully decline the web zips. Thank you. I don't know why that's happening now. I still don't know if it's muscle memory or my controller or both.
All the world.
We're gonna finish this run. I just need to finish a run. Unless if something completely terrible happens, then I will not, but... Until further notice, this is a no reset. Okay, that's the further notice. I can't accept that swing. Some of the devs have seen the first swingless run that I did. I know if some of them have seen that. That's about it, though. I'm gonna try to make sure to wait like I just wait like a little bit before I start going there. Wow, that didn't work. Okay. It's in there. I can do it. Just gotta put it all together. I can't do it. Wow, you're trying to get me with the reverse psychology. That just makes me want to do it more.
If you only knew.
Peter.
Dang, I thought that was maybe saving time. This first split is so good. That was like really good. Where is the web zip coming from, though? I feel like that... I don't know. I believe that that would have worked. I think I could have... I would have been a glide at least. So the angle that I had was good. Total days played, like in hours. I don't know. I tend to put my hours played somewhere in the early to mid 2000s. I think is a decent estimate.
Peter.
So somewhere something like that. Dang. That was better than I thought it was. That was as good as the last split. I might need decades played, at least 3. I'm playing this game non-stop since the 90s. Wow, this glide sucks. Holy shit. That was just such a nothing glide. I went too high that time too. Did the same thing. It's weird because like you can go too low there, but going too low there just makes the glide way harder. It doesn't like make it impossible like going too high does. So I feel like I should skew towards going lower, just because the penalty is so much better. Wish you could unlock Super Glide, but honestly, Super Glide would break the game if it were a thing.
Peter.
If it was just like faster glide, there'd be no reason to swing. You just glide everywhere. Like that movement for a bit there. I actually think gliding's in a really good spot right now, because gliding like was like one of the best movement additions to this game, because it's not broken. Like it's better in Swing Speed 8, sure, than in the other swing speeds, but it never replaces swinging, and I really like that. It would be a shame if there was something that was just found and it just kind of got rid of the need to swing.
Peter.
We take the 13 here. Yeah, but with... I don't know, I never liked the Master Form level up. It feels like it's like either you go out of your way to do it, and it's easy, or you don't, and you never level it up. Whereas the other forms, you just kind of level them up by playing the game normally. I guess this glide's just going all the way. The run still lives. You worried Mr. Aziz will flip out? I did my time with Mr. Aziz. We're not dating anymore. He just has to accept that. Get me over there.
Peter, I waited.
This should be a safe spot to check.
Of all the hungry customers. Well, maybe if Mr. Aziz, you know, paid more than minimum wage and hired more than one guy, you wouldn't be so stressed about me not showing up to work. Well, at least I saved a little bit of time there.
Peter.
JJ will have to deal as well. And I don't want to fight about it. Because I'm a lover now, I'm not a fighter.
Peter.
Guys, this category is so fucking hard. Holy shit. It's just setting it now. I have not golded this stream or last stream. That's the point that we're at right now. Definitely had some close ones, but 70 attempts. If I would guess, yeah, like it's getting close to 100. But just think of the pop off when I get it. I literally have to save half a second. I have to save less than a quarter of a second. It's just like you just have to play super good for 5 minutes, but that's it. But there's just so many ways really early on to lose the run.
See anyone around? Now's my chance.
And then late on it feels like I died from death from 1,000 cuts. And then sometimes Spider-Man talks during the loading screen to spite you. Plus 6?
No one's around.
Where-
I better change while I have a chance.
Where is that plus 6 coming from? Is that just all Spider-Man talking during the loading screen there? I don't know. Sometimes though, like when you're running, you just forget your mistakes. Like you just because you want to stay positive. So sometimes that happens. Getting back to yeah, and then because there's no timer during getting back to MJ's place, it's like my brain doesn't count it sometimes.
Peter.
Minus, I think that's the first green split on date 1 that I've had. That's within like 0.15 of my gold there. I do not fight crime. I only go on dates. That's it. That's the only thing I do as a superhero. 0.0 on date 2. Yeah, that would be too many. I think that'd be too many splits, Nate. Just personally. This is like the easier movement. Like, yeah. I'm already not used to having this many splits this close together. Like a 10-second split is honestly a little goofy to me. There's a part of me that just wants to get rid of the date 1 split and just start on date 2 so that I'm not just splitting every 10 seconds. It'd be pretty hard for them to only use it as a dating sim, considering you can't go on dates right away. I think that's true.
Peter.
All the world is my dressing room.
Pizza delivery sim you could probably do, since that's available pretty much right away. I'm doing like a different setup for the glide now, but it's working, so whatever.
Better change while no one is around.
It's worse as a black cat dating sim because you break up with her at the end of the game. Okay, we're going over all the way.
Peter, I waited.
Back at you.
Sitting on the back of the truck while the thugs try to get to you. Yeah, it is a good time. Right to the door. Gotta love it. Get me off of this car, man. It's always the bad runs that get the good date for. I mean, this run isn't terrible, but... Any run that still exists at this point is okay on my book.
Peter.
I do like that you can run in between the car and the wall, but sometimes you just like get stuck on the car and it's just a rough time. Why is this movement so hard? Give me that, man. Worst garbage bonk of all time. I just have to only do good runs. I mean, if I commit to that, then I will then we'll go back to what I was doing before, where I just couldn't get past state 1 and 2. Sometimes a skill in speedrunning is being able to take the bad runs with the good runs. That was almost a really good swing. Instead it was terrible. Access glitch, just casual. Also, my button count didn't work. Oh, well, I get to practice this movement. I feel like I'm getting better at that part, at least. It's another finished run. Better than the 518 from earlier.
Hi, Peter.
What do you think Toby Spidey would say to Thanos if he was in MCU? I think he would probably say, I have no idea who you are. Why are you Josh Brolin? Since I'm assuming that the real life actor for him probably exists in Toby's world. What's the goal? Sub 5. Gotta get the sub 5. It has to be done.
Peter.
I pressed the button. I don't want to hear it. That was like the lowest point on the garbage can. That should count. Get despawned, Balloon Kid. I feel like I've gotten so much more consistent at that first swing. Maybe less consistent at making it work after, but it's still a positive. What is BK like in the Burger King universe? I don't know. I'm not sponsored by them, so I can't say. Maybe if they sponsored me, I could tell you. traps by running away, yeah, they just don't exist anymore.
Peter.
Amazing camera. the BKU, yes. BKCU. I like that swing. Went like 10% further, that would be really good. Oh, the classic. It's been a while since I hit that angle on the glide. We even saved a little bit of time. That was really good. I was just desperately trying not to land there.
Peter, I waited.
She did wait, though. That saves a second there? Nice. There was some slickness going on. We are actually green now. I repeat, we are green. Never mind. I take it back. It was nice while it lasted. Okay, well the rest of that split was pretty sick, so it worked out. Holy shit, that was the best swing of all time. That wasn't even a boosted swing. I literally just pressed the trigger and let go. I knew I was gonna bonk there. Oh, fuck. Okay, everybody calm down. This isn't over. Alright, I'll see you on the other side. That's fucking it, baby! We don't get the 459. We smashed that shit, bro. Come on. Holy fuck. Oh, yes. Feels so fucking good, dude. I'm done. Fuck, dude. Oh, I'm so fucking happy after sucking all day. It's a nuclear pop off. I just like got bullied by the category for like 10 hours until I finally got it. Was some good movement. Alright, I'm calm again. I just had to get that out of my system a little bit. Oh, I saved time on that last split. That was just, yeah. Damn. Who just opened the door? Anybody else hear that? Damn. I just feel so free right now. I actually like hurt my shoulder somehow when I popped off. It's like, oh, oh. Dang. I do have a tip button. And there's no pressure there. Everybody just being here is more than enough. I don't really. That was just a good run. I mean, like, what is there to say about that run other than that it was good? The end game was finally probably as good as the early game. That was about it. Like, holy shit. Sub 450. No. I will do if somebody beats me, I will beat them, but I am no longer concerned. The movement barrier has been broken. News, you're interviewing me. He beat you. No, it wasn't you, it was just Tass, and Tass got I don't know, banned from I don't know, I don't have a good joke there. I don't have any good banter left in me. I used it all. Gonna be calling it a night now? Yeah, I think so. I don't think I have it in me to go to Arena right now. It would feel kind of wrong to try to go for another PB just because I've been tryharding so hard for this. I don't really want to like worry about a timer right now, if that makes sense. But the arena will come. Next stream might be like, let's learn some strats and do arena. I think that's probably gonna be the next stream. Because I have some stuff I need to like practice up on for any percent. I do a 420. I don't think anybody can do it. You gotta be within like 10 seconds of the task to get a 420. Yeah, I just want to let it soak in. Look at that. I'm kind of happy that I smashed it. It wasn't like a there's no we don't have to retime this. It just is the way that it is. This is the first run that has made me feel as good in a while. It should just be in the description, I think, of the stream. I don't actually know how to. Oh, yeah, I can check from here. Yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna smash my keyboard. Just pick it up and slam it down. So my best is now 446. Yeah, that was the first gold in 2 streams because I didn't gold last stream at all. That was my first gold this stream. Yeah, what was the history? So yeah. What was the history of this category? Let me see. Yeah, 4 years ago, I started this category, got a 715, and then I improved it down to, it looks like a 5. I improved it to a 545, and then I stopped, and then I waited 3 years. I waited almost 4 years before I picked it up again. And since then, I've just been trying to get sub 5. And that took, from 545, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 PBs. I am the history, yeah. This is, if you want proof that you don't need, like, a ton of people running against you, or even anybody in this case, to have a fulfilling speedrun life. I don't know what else I could tell, how else I could prove it to you than this. Because all it was me trying to push it down to sub 5. And Nate's task, which is obviously sick as fuck. But damn. That date 5 though. I feel like if the you know, if at all I ever come back or anybody ever comes back, I think date 5 can be improved a lot. Like I felt like that gold wasn't incredible. It was just like kind of good. I think there's a lot more that can be done with date 5. And I think that like the next, like if this category were to be pushed further, like if we were gonna go for like a sub 440 or something like that, the next step is like introducing fucking dorky ass strategies like the first 2 dates have, where it's just like you can do this really specific glide in this spot and just like try to do that. So basically the category would be a lot harder in the future if it ever gets picked up again, I think. Everything can always be improved, yeah, for sure. But damn, feels so good. This is kind of how it felt when I got sub 1 at 90%, where it was like I was trying to get it for so long, and for like a while I would have runs that could do it and they just wouldn't for a long time until I finally got it. In my opinion, that's the best type of PB. Is the ones where you kind of get shit on for a while before it happens. Because it's all good to... Oh, we're just chilling in the building. It's all good to, you know, just pick up a game or, you know, whatever, and spend a couple hours on it or even less, and PB. That's a good feeling too, but there's nothing like the ones that you really had to fight for.
I can't do it. I'm sorry, Spidey.
He gets beat up when he gets back strong, yeah. Spider-Man's... This is like the most enemies on screen. There's a whole gang fight and the people that ambushed me. How many enemies is this? Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen so many outside... Maybe not even inside arena, I don't think. Just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 enemies, I think. Oh god, this is a bullet hell. Holy shit. Oh god. So many out. You all have a real drinking problem.
Time to pay the piper.
Gonna fucking die. I'm dead. Oh, they're clapping? I'm dead. Are you kidding me? Why are you clapping? Check some stuff. Hey, thanks for the grats, Koba. Damn. Probably just gonna, I'm probably just gonna keep streaming. I just want to bask in it a little bit. This is one of those PBs that I just want to give it some time. Just feel good for a little bit. Game can't handle it fine. Yeah, I was surprised. I think it dropped frames, like a little bit. The frame rate lowered maybe a little bit at first, but it didn't. It seemed to be able to handle it. I would be surprised if it did as well on like GameCube, though. I don't know. What happens if I visit MJ's house now? If I remember correctly, the note's just gone, and you can't do anything if you go to MJ's place. Have I retimed it? I haven't. I'm very confident that that's a 451. Because both times that I've retimed this category, the actual time was about 0.2 slower than my actual timer, so that puts this pretty much smack dab in the middle of 451. I don't think it needs a retime. Zombies ate my neighbors. That game's kind of fun. I played that when I was younger a little bit.
Back at ya. Yo.
Oil was terrible.
11 enemies. Oh, I should have done that. Just on one post if I had thought about it.
Please. Don't worry, I'm on it.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go back to 80% now. I gotta get myself ready for that. It depends on. I think the GDQ results come in a few days. I think on the 30th maybe. Be wrong about that. But if I get into GDQ, and my plans might be changed, because I have plans to pick up another speed game, but if I'm in GDQ, I probably won't. Swingless, though. I think Swingless is coming after any percent. I think that's my plan. I usually prefer to do it after rather than before. For not a fighter as a bonus. That'd be pretty sick. But it'd be so short. I think pizza percent would be the better bonus. Just because, that's the crowd pleaser. I want to pick up Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Critical mode, because I hate things being easy, I guess. I want things to be as difficult as possible. And then just also, I don't know, I kind of want to be more open to just picking up random games. Like, just, not worry about it. If I don't like the speedrun, I don't have to continue it. Just, just try different things out. Not that I want to try a new speedrun a week, but like I've just had this as my main game, and there was a while where I had like Call of Cthulhu as a side speed game, and that was kind of it. Other than that, I just did like one run for a few other games. I feel like I've never had like I haven't had like a proper side game in so long. Fantastic Four Flame on the GBA. That is suspiciously specific. Toby 1 hundo. I'm alright. I tried Toby 1. Granted, I didn't really pick up any strats, but I think just I don't know. That game is more of a watch game for me. All the other versions of I don't really want to run other versions of this game, I don't know. Like I said, most Spider-Man games just make me want to play this one. This game, I still just love just swinging around in this game and just doing nothing. Like I've just for the past like 5 minutes I've just been swinging and talking without a care in the world. Could play games casually. I did that for a while. I don't know. I'm kind of split on whether I like streaming games casually.
Spider-Man, don't let that person fall.
Oh, I'm gonna let that person fall.
For goodness sake, someone help me!
Uh-oh. I'd better hurry.
I can't hold it longer.
Into his balloon. Maybe the balloon will catch him and he'll just float into the air.
For goodness sake!
Oh, I did it. I did it. That's kind of hard to do. Fun glitch. Like, oh, you're so close, but he's still dead. Fuck you. I can't believe he's dead.
Hi, my name is Spider-Man, and I'll be your
Yeah, it's like he
superhero today.
picked him up and just threw him off the building.
Spidey, you have to stop those robbers. They're holding up an armored car.
Well, damn.
You won't get away with this.
Want to bet? Don't worry, I'll stop him.
Hey, Spidey!
Yeah. This is just one of those PBs where I'm just gonna feel good for a while afterwards. It's one of a kind. Alright, well, I think that's probably it for me. I know it's a little bit of a shorter stream, but, you know, we did what we came here for. That's for sure.
Is that all you've got?
Wait, how big is this hitbox? Holy shit. That hits? So this is we know this is a hitbox because this whiffs. It doesn't just like do damage to him. But holy shit, that is a huge hitbox. From all the way over here.
This looks like yours.
Damn. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. I feel like I've gone from one side of New York to the other so many times today. I'll be on. I don't know. The rest of the weekdays are all a maybe right now. But we'll see. Thursday is in almost certainly not. Other than that, it's maybes. But next stream will happen at some point or another, and I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably be learning stuff for any percent. Learn some nerd strats, and then do some arena, I think is the plan. But have a good one, everybody. 32-hour stream. We'll see. By that, I mean no. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.
Nothing like a little
Peace
needle of
out.
water to clear out the sinuses.